Coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out right at the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A little juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got room. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now the point after try for Santos. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. A nice little juke. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now this throw caught left side. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this
touchdown! Austin Hooper, 28 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 60 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 22. Shifts by him. And they finally put it into this return. Before he's all the way down to the 37. The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return from Browns TD. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Airing one out for Boyd. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. Taking it right down Broadway.
He's running.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns continue to roll. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
I need to get my
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 75 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Instead of the 1st, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official... He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 39. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking